children. Today we are going to start the first chapter of democratic politics, that is civics. The chapter is democracy in contemporary world. So before going to the chapter, we will see what is the meaning of democracy. Democracy, the basic meaning, democracy word comes from the Greek word demo, and demo means people and kratia means ruler. So demo plus kratia. The second definition is democracy is a form of government where representatives are chosen by the people. The third definition, which was given by our president Abraham Lincoln, our American president Abraham Lincoln, democracy is by the government, for the government, and of the government. So these three definitions we have seen that the people has been given importance. Now we will see the two stories which are given in your book. The first story is of the South America, that is one of the states, that is Chile. South America, one of the countries, that is Chile. The Chile was ruled by the Salvador Allende. Who became the president of America, South America in 1970s. His government was nothing but coalition government. He formed the coalition government. Coalition government means two or more parties join together and form the government. It is called the coalition government. Two or more parties form the government. That is called the coalition government. So Salvador Allende, he was also the leader of the Socialist Party and elected as a president of South America, and after that he was ruling, and he brought several reforms for the poor and the farmers. He brought reforms like land reform and free meals to the children, land to the poor. So many reforms he brought, and even the poor people were very happy by the reform of Salvador Allende. But as I told you that he formed the coalition government, that means two or more parties formed the government, two or more parties supported the Salvador Allende and formed the coalition government. And due to that, his government could not continue for a long, ruled for the period of 3 years only, and after that, because of his policies, he made the policies for the poor only, and due to his policies, he could not continue for the long because many of the landlord, opposition parties and other parties opposed the rule of the Salvador Allende. So what would happen, children? The Salvador Allende was attacked by the military commander. His name was military commander Pinochet. Military commander came to the Salvador Allende and asked him to resign from his post. But Salvador Allende denied to resign from his post. As a consequence, the General Augusto Pinochet, his name was General Augusto Pinochet. He was the general of the army, attacked and bombed the president office in which Salvador Allende died. And his wife, Salvador Allende's wife and daughter, was put behind the jail. And so many who supported the democracies, they were put behind the bar by the General Augusto Pinochet. General Augusto Pinochet, the army took up the charge in 1973 and ruled for 17 years. The people of the Chile was not happy with the rule of General Augusto Pinochet because all the power was in the hands of army, and due to that the people were not given much power. As we could see, more and more power which people could get in democracies, but not in the dictatorship or military rule. In 1973, this Augusto Pinochet brought a referendum, or you can say the resolution, because Augusto Pinochet thought that people of Chile was happy with him. So he brought a referendum or resolution, and by bringing the referendum, the people had to vote in favor of the referendum or in favor of the General Augusto Pinochet. But people of Chile did not forget the incidents of 1970s. So they said they voted against, not in favor of referendum, but against the referendum, against the Augusto Pinochet. And Augusto Pinochet lost the election, and after that the new democratic government which was formed, and this new democratic government brought several reforms, and the freedom of press and all this freedom of press that was again restored, which was taken away during the time of Augusto Pinochet, our military form of government. And the supporter of Allende, General Alberto Bachelet of the Chilean Air Force, and many other officers and their families were tortured and imprisoned. So after 17 years, the General Alberto Bachelet, after 17 years means in 2006, the General Alberto Bachelet, the daughter of Michelle Bachelet, was elected President of Chile in January 2006. So, General Alberto Bachelet's daughter. General Alberto Bachelet. Daughter. Michelle Bachelet. Michelle Bachelet became elected the president of Chile in January 2006. So 2006, the General Alberto Bachelet, who was in jail, and he was also the supporter of Augusto Pinochet. Sorry, he was not the supporter of Augusto Pinochet, but he was the supporter of the Salvador Allende. So Alberto Bachelet, the daughter of Michelle Bachelet, she became the president in 2006, and the Alberto Bachelet was the supporter of the Salvador Allende. So we have seen, and also one of the medical doctor, she became the medical doctor. She became the defense minister of Latin America, and she defeated the richest man of Chile. In this way, we have seen that how democracy was restored and restored after the removal of the military dictatorship. We will discuss the another story of democracies in Poland. So what happened in Poland, we will discuss. Democracy in Poland. In Poland was ruled by the Communist Party, and its head was General Jaruzelski. He ruled in Poland from 1980s, and the Poland was ruled by the Polish United Workers Party. Polish United Workers Party. Polish United Workers Party. So in this country, no other parties were allowed to contest the election and come to power. The people could not freely choose the leader of Communist Party or the government. So no freedom was there to choose as it is there in democratic country. Now if we take the context of India, there are multi-party system, but in Poland also multi-party system was there, but it was difficult for the people to choose their leader, and those who spoke against the party or government, they usually go behind the jail. So those who go behind the those who spoke against the government go behind the jail. The government of Poland was supported by USSR, one of the big country, our big union, Soviet Union, that Poland was supported, and due to that, even you can say the intervention from the other country was there in Poland. If we take the India where we live, there is no internal intervention by any foreign country. No other country can interfere in India's internal affair. On the other hand, on 14th August 1980s, the worker of Lenin shipyard went on strike. So all the in Communist Party, all the land, property, companies was controlled by the government. So there was shipyard, one of the worker went on strike and they demanded that the government should take back the workers who was kicked out from the factory. And strike continued. One crane worker was there, crane women worker, who was unjustly dismissed by the government, but the government declared strike illegal. And as you know, the communist system of setup, there were no trade union, no right, no freedom of press, nothing was there. So even government did not allow the trade union. Trade union is a particular group of people. They come forward to see the interest of their own group, their own occupation group. As the strike continued, they continued for a long time, but as the strike continued, one more worker, who was the farmer electrician, who was also removed from the job by the government, he was also demanding the higher pay, and for that purpose he was removed from the job. His name was Lech Walesa. He was the farmer electrician of the shipyard. So when he was removed, and he also joined the movement when he heard, so he dismissed from his service in 1976. So Lech Walesa, he was also the Lech Walesa. He was removed from the job in 1976 for demanding higher pay. The strike is spread under the leadership of Lech Walesa, and then the workers came up with the more demand from the government which was ruling under the leadership of General Jaruzelski. And they demanded the right to form independent trade union. They demanded the release of political prisoners. So they demanded to form the independent trade union, along with that to release all the political prisoners, those who were illegally arrested and put behind the jail by the government. And also they demanded the end of censorship. Censorship is right to press. Censor means if any written material or any audio which goes to the government, that must be passed by the censor board. So you can say the right to freedom of press. People also demanded right to freedom of press. And they also, then the agreement was signed between the Lech Walesa and the government. Government means General Jaruzelski. The 21-point agreement which was signed between them Lech Walesa and the government. The government agreed to give independent trade union and their right to strike. So these two rights which was given by the government, and after the Gdansk agreement, Gdansk was the city where the workers they raised the movement. So in Gdansk agreement was signed, and the new trade union named Solidarity was formed. So new trade union Solidarity, which was formed, Solidarity, and within a year, the around 1 lakh people, not 1 lakh, sorry, it is 1 crore people. They they had taken the membership of Solidarity, and in the meantime, number of problems was there in the Poland, like mismanagement, corruption, and so many problems which prevailed under the leadership of General Zaleski. And it was very difficult for the government to control. So after that, the government was unable to control. So as you know, when any government which are not able to control the situation, they immediately impose several rules and regulations. So even General Zaleski government also imposed the martial law. Martial law means if 4 or 5 persons gathered at one place without the permission of the government, immediately they were put in prison, or they could be given suit and cite order by the government. So martial law, which was imposed in December 1981, thousands of Solidarity members were put in prison, and all the rights which was given to the Solidarity trade union, that was removed. So right to organize, right to protest, right to expression of feeling, that everything was taken away by the government. And this strike, and then another strike which was organized by the Solidarities in 1980s, after the organization of another strike by the Solidarity. This time the Polish government was weaker. Polish government became weaker due to mismanagement and corruption. Even USSR also was not giving much support. USSR, you can write the full form, the Union of Soviet Socialist Republic. The Union of Soviet Socialist Republic. They also became weaker, and after that their also economy declined. As you know, the USA and USSR was the two major power which was supposed to declare the big major power. USSR was also one of the big in area, and today, because of the disintegration of the several empires from the USSR became weaker, and USA became one of the major power. So USSR also taken out the support from the Poland, and due to that, another round of negotiation was signed between the General Zaleski and the Lech Walesa, and who was the leader of the workers' union. So agreement in April 1989, which was signed. The agreement was signed to conduct the free and fair election. And Solidarity contested all the 100 seats in Senate and won 99 seats they lost only one seat. So in October 1990, Poland had its first presidential election. So 1990, the election was held in which more than one party could contest the election, and Lech Walesa became the president, won the president and became the president of Poland. So we have seen that the two countries of Chile and Poland, how the military government was changed into the democratic government. In Chile also we have seen, and in Poland the General Jaruzelski was who was one of the military ruler, a communist leader, and this communist party, General Jaruzelski government was shifted to the Lech Walesa, or who was the leader of the workers. So in this way, what we understood by listening the two stories, that the democracy is the form of government where rulers are elected by the people. The people could not choose or change their rulers. People could not choose or change their rulers. There were no real freedom to express one's opinion, form association, or organize protest and political actions. So as we have seen in these two countries, Chile and Poland, that the people could not choose or change their ruler, and there were no real freedom to express their opinions, form associations, organize protests and political actions. But in Democratic Party, we have seen the people have all the right to choose their leader, choose their ruler, and along with that they could express their freedom. They have right to speech, freedom to form the associations, and all these rights which was given. So after learning about these two countries, we can say democracy is the form of government where rulers are chosen by the people. So in a democracy, only leaders elected by the people should rule the country. So in democratic form of government, the leader who is chosen by the people, they could rule over the country. And people have the freedom to express views, freedom to organize, and freedom to protest. Now some of the important features of democracy which is given in table. You can show the Chile, what happened in Allende form of government, Chile Pinochet form of government, Chile Bachelet, so Poland Jaruzelski, and Poland Walesa. So what happened, the various features, various points which was written, and you are going to fill up in each column. So in Chile Allende government, president was once a political prisoner. And Chile Allende government, more than one party exists. Chile Pinochet, the first one you can say military dictatorship. He was the military dictator, and the people were also missing people. Chile Bachelet, people enjoyed basic political right. Bachelet was the daughter of the Indian Air Force Army, Chilean Air Force Army, and Commander C became the president of Chile. And Poland, Jaruzelski, what happened here? The first one is widespread corruption, criticism of government not allowed, rulers not elected by the people, government owned all industries, and foreign intervention in domestic affairs. Now Poland, Wałęsa, rulers elected by the people. You can see the map 1.1 and see the democratic government in 1900 and 1950s, which are government were democratic. After seeing the figure, after seeing the map, you will find out that till 1950s, 1900 to 1950s, how many government was democratic and non-democratic. How many of them were non-democratic. In map 1.2, you can see the democratic government in 1975. And map 1.3, you can see the democratic government in 2000. So after that, you see this ratio of democratic government that was subsequently increasing day by day. But still some of the government, some of the countries are not democratic. We will see the phases of expansion of democracy